उसकी उम्मीदें कलील, उसके मकासद जलील, उसकी अदा दिल फरेब, उसकी निगाह दिल नवाज, नरम दमे गुफ्तगू, गरम दमे जुस्तजू, रस्म हो या बज़्म हो, पाक दिलो पाक बाज, तसद्दुक हुसैन जिलानी, मिस्टर जस्टिस तसद्दुक हुसैन जिलानी।
President, Supreme Court Bar Association, President, Indian Supreme Court Bar Association, President, Punjab and Haryana High Court Bar Association, our very honored guests from India, members of the legal fraternity, our future hope, the young boys and girls from the grammar school. It's a pleasure to be here this afternoon, and I must congratulate the President and the Executive for organizing this international Juris Conference with a special focus on Pak-India friendship. The Honorable Chief Justice of Pakistan was to grace this occasion, and he was all ready. He was attired in a formal suit, but at the nick of time the flight was cancelled and he could not make it. And he asked me to convey his sentiments, his best wishes, both to members of the legal fraternity, the honorable judges here, and our friends from India, and to assure that he'll be here this morning. He'll be here at 8:45 this morning. He was to go to Karachi, but he has cancelled his flight for Karachi today, and he was to leave tonight for Karachi, but he'll be coming tonight here, and he'll be joining the function tomorrow at 8:45. I must compliment the executive for selecting this topic. It's a very old topic, but its relevance has always existed, and it has been reinforced not only with reference to peace among the countries, but also peace within the country. The expression peace through law has traditionally been used with reference to relations between and among the nations. However, it is much broader and inclusive. It has now increasingly been used for peace through law both within and beyond the borders, more so because of the ever-growing need of the rule of law in the wake of globalization, the remarkable increase of utilization of information via internet, the diversification of transnational civil society, the growth of service industries, and the violence caused by the non-state actors. I propose to dilate upon both, that is, peace through the rule of law at domestic and international plane. In history, nations have known two modes of resolving disputes which defy solutions through negotiation, and those are war and peace. The concept of peace through law is old, but it gained new strength after the colossal loss of life and liberty, loss of life, property, and the resultant misery suffered during the Second World War. Countries realized that war was no longer an option in resolving conflicts and discord, because with nuclear and other weapons of mass destruction, the Third World War would be a sure recipe for extinction of the entire human race. The growth of international law, the advent of United Nations and its various institutions are the result of the needs felt and the bitter lessons learned. Some of the important events and milestones are instruments in the development of international law. You all know, and I did not repeat. However, these treaties, conventions, and international organs and institutions indicate that the growth of global law has been a gradual but consistent process. With the passage of time, it has earned greater acceptability and strength. The edifice of international law is built on decisions of such international bodies which over the time were accorded general acceptance from the world, but not from the world parliament. An examination of these decisions and the agreements are reflective of the fact that several disputes were resolved through negotiation and precedence, and a great majority of nations across the globe find it a step forward towards a world governed more by law. Notwithstanding these positive elements in the growth of international law, there are discordant overtones. Realpolitik has not been fully replaced with equality before law. 5 most powerful nations still enjoy veto power and get away with their actions or policies which are on the face of it violative of international law, are the norms which have been evolved over a certain period of time. Some countries have still not signed certain treaties and covenants. The US has still not signed the International Criminal Court Treaty and Law of Sea Treaty, but such issues and dissensions are natural in the ongoing process of the development of international law. Even the growth of common law, as you are aware, confronted such issues. In the 12th and 13th century Britain, the common law crimes and torts grew up one by one, gradually converting various self-help mechanisms into pleas of the crown and causes of action enforceable in the central royal courts. Similarly, various legal institutions such as trial by jury and an independent parliament only gradually came into existence after much hard work and acts of individual courage and even occasional battles, transforming what were arms of royal power into democratic, individual freedom-enhancing legal institutions. Ladies and gentlemen, peace in this global village, whether it is within a country or among the countries, has a symbiotic relationship. To ensure that relations among the countries are not marred by defiance of law, and that countries internally pursue their goals of modernization, a paradigm shift is required in the social, political, and economic perceptions both of the leadership and of the populace. A culture of peace is a prerequisite. Law, including the international law, can neither be enforced nor can be a catalyst for peace without there being a general acceptance and a receptive social landscape. Broadly, there are 4 constituents of culture of peace. Those are political peace, number 2, economic peace, cultural peace, and religious peace. Ladies and gentlemen, the rule of law can be enforced and peace ushered in only if we remain honest to our basic office, that is, the office of being a citizen. We should stand up and be counted and not remain silent. To defend such values requires courage to speak out the truth. The other alternative is not to reason, not to imagine, not to speak, and not to be moral. This inertia of reason has a cost, and that is, and I quote, "Sleep of reason breeds monsters." You have a choice. With this judgment call, ladies and gentlemen, I take your leave and thank you very much.
اب ہمارے دوست ہیں سندھ سے تشریف لائے ہیں محمد عمران شمسی ایڈوکیٹ سپریم کورٹ. وہ ہمارے مہمانوں کو سندھی روایات کے مطابق اجرک اور ٹوپی جو ہے وہ پہنانا چاہتے ہیں. ان کی محبت ہے. میں ان سے کہوں گا کہ وہ آئیں اور مہمانوں کو اپنی خواہش کی تکمیل کے لیے اجرک اور ٹوپی پہنائیں. سب سے پہلے مہمان خصوصی محترم جناب مسٹر جسٹس تصدق حسین جیلانی صاحب. محترم جناب مسٹر جسٹس عمر عطا بندھیال صاحب. ایک طرف سے جناب یاسین آزاد صاحب. یاسین آزاد. جناب فاریق صاحب. جناب اقبال حمید الرحمان صاحب. لگتا ہے یہ ٹوپیاں کم لائے ہیں. اب یہ مجھے بھی پہنانا چاہتے ہیں, پہنا لو. تھینک یو ویری مچ. بہت شکریہ.